welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today we are introducing our brand new set, Let's Roll. I love this set. It is so super cute, and it also has coordinating dies to go along with it. So let's go ahead and stamp it out. One of the things that I love about this set is how you can stamp out the different sushi and other images in this set plain, or you can add these cute little smiley faces to them afterwards. So here are some of these cute little smiley faces, and I thought it would be fun to add different faces in each little sushi. And one more face. Adorable. So you can see how you can get two different looks, kind of very cute or maybe a little more serious with this set. This set has 3 different individual rolls and the third one. They're really fun to mix and match and even stack on top of each other. Now you can put a smiley face in the center of the sushi just like that. Or if you wanted it to kind of look like it was looking on its side, if you put it to the side and stamp it just like that, you can kind of have him look to the side and look like he's a little turned so that maybe the 2 sushi could kind of talk. There are some fun kind of supporting elements in this set. Here is a fun little soybean edamame and a little pile of wasabi. These little elements look particularly cute with the happy faces. I love deciding which face I'm going to put in each little element of the set. The soybean is so cute with that little smile. There's also a chopstick in this set, which is perfect for adding and kind of creating the scene. So I love it. I love stamping 2 of them, kind of like this. Super cute. We have this great bottle of soy sauce. This is great for putting in the background and kind of helping set the scene. And then I love this pretty little plate to set the sushi on. So nice. There are some great little flowers in this set that are really awesome for creating backgrounds for your cards. We have a large and a small one. We have a cute little heart. And then we have some great sentiments. We have arigato. I like the way you roll. And then I think this might be my favorite, soy happy for you. And last but not least, we have the exclamation point. So you can add it to the sentiments or not, depending on what type of card that you're doing. So you can see how cute it looks after the arigato. So let's go ahead and add some color to these fun images. So when you get your dies in the package, just like this, you can take them out and you'll see there's little wires connecting all of the dies. All you need to do is just take them and bend them back and forth, and they'll separate just like that. So you can separate all your dies and have them ready to use with your stamp set. You'll see sometimes we have ones nested inside the dies too, and all you have to do is just twist them and they pop right out. So now that all of my dies are separated, I can start lining up my dies onto my stamped image. And all I need to do is just line it up just like that with the stamped image. And then I like to use some low tack tape, like Post-its or washi tape. And I can just hold that die right in place, just like this. Now once I have my dies in place, I can just put them in my die cutting machine and get some beautifully, perfectly cut images. Now I can remove my stamped images from their dies, and you can see the cute, perfect little die cuts that you get. And so now you can see all of the images die cut and how cute they look. And what's great now is that you're ready to mix and match them and create a card. So you could take, for example, this little guy and put it on the plate. You could add, put the soy sauce behind it. Add your wasabi and maybe some chopsticks, and you've got a cute little scene perfect for a card. So I love how fun it is to mix and match them. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I added color to all the fun sushi. So I have 2 different shades of green, and I'm using the lighter first, and I'm keeping the center of the sushi roll the lightest. That's for 2 reasons. 1, it kind of makes it look like it's bulging out that way, and then 2, to keep the light area around that cute little smiley face. And the dimension looks really cool. Now I'm going to color this top kind of set of sushi rolls the same way, but then what I'm going to do is add over some gray. And the reason for this is just to add a little darkness. I feel like some sushi kind of is a little bit of a brighter green and some is almost to the point of being gray. So by layering the gray over that green, you get a really cool look that really does look like sushi. And I'm just layering the colors just like I did the green, with the lightest in the center and the darkest on the outside. And then I'm coloring that other sushi roll the same way as I colored with just the light green and the dark green. And now I'm doing a really cool technique. Nancy had this idea. Nancy is amazing. She works with us here at Lawn Fawn, and what you do is just take a light gray marker and pounce it and create little tiny dots. And when you create those dots, it looks like rice. It is such a cool idea, and any gray will work. I used a cool gray there, but this is now a warm gray, which also looks really great. So if you have a light gray marker, just pounce it up and down and create little dots, and you're gonna look like you put rice there right on the sushi. Now I'm just coloring the center parts, and really you can add any color. I mean, that's what's fun about sushi, is it's so colorful. There's so many different types of fish and things, but I really like that pink. I think it looks really nice. I'm using a white gel pen because I had some serious issues staying inside the lines today. I don't know why, but I kept doing it every single time I colored. But a white gel pen is the perfect fix for that. No one will ever know that you made a mistake. Now just adding some more color to my other sushi roll. And then I'm going to start working on the other two. The bottom part is rice on these rolls, so I'm doing the same technique with the grays and just the pouncing to create the rice look. And now I'm using a light pink and a little bit of a darker pink to create kind of a fish/shrimp kind of look on that sushi. And some more white gel pen fixes there. And then now I'm using some different shades of orange to kind of create a different look on the other sushi roll here. So I'm putting the lightest part there towards the center again, just to give some dimension. And I'm just adding that nice orange color. Now as I color in the lines in the center, what I'm gonna do is actually add a really light gray over top those little lines in the center. And the reason for that is just, you'll see it makes them pop out a little bit, just makes them a little more distinctive from the other orange parts of the sushi. Now I'm just doing some really quick coloring on the chopsticks here, just a light brown, kind of a medium and a light brown, and you can kind of add some dimension. And now some red for the soy sauce. Now I'm using some dark brown for the soy sauce. Now I really wish I would have had E29, that darker brown, but I don't have it. But the great thing is, if I go ahead and layer that E27, my darkest brown, over and over again, it's gonna get pretty dark and kind of give a look of having 3 different shades of markers. Now the last step here is to color in this pretty little plate. I wanted it to look like bamboo, so I just had some different shades of brown. And once again, I decided to put the lightest part in the center. I was just on a kick with that, I guess, today. And I love layering those browns and just giving a fun little dimension to the plate. And it's all gonna look really cool when we put them all together on the card. And here's a quick look at all of the fun sushi. I love the happy and bright colors. So let's go ahead and create a card. So I thought it would be fun to make a circle card. I just love circle cards, and I thought it would be a cute way to show off these fun Let's Roll images. So I've gone ahead and die cut with my largest circle from my circle stackables, this red one, and now we're going to create the card base. Right here I have a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 cardstock, and we're just going to score it at 5 1/2. And now that I have my folded card base here, I'm going to make it my circle card base. So I'm going to take the same largest circle that I cut the red one out of, and what I'm going to do is line it up on this card, but I'm going to leave a little bit of the top without the die so that it's not cut. So we are going to be partially die cutting this circle to create a cute little card base. So I'm just going to hold the die in place, and then I'm going to run it through my die cut machine just like normal. So now you'll see, now that we've taken the die out, we now have this really great folded card base. And then I'll be able to glue the red one on top, and we're going to have this great little card just like that. So the next thing I want to do is to create my own pattern paper on this red card base. So I'm taking the 2 cute little flowers from the set. So I'm going to go ahead and use some Versamark ink, which creates a cool watermark look. And we're going to stamp a cute pattern all along the edges. You want to make sure that you're stamping off the edge so it really looks like a nice continuous pattern. Okay, so I think that's looking pretty cute. And so now we're going to go ahead and cut the center panel where all of our cute stamped images are going to go. And that's the second size down of the circle stackables. And here I have some really cute paper from our new line, Hello Sunshine. This is the Skylar paper. And it's got this really adorable little bird print on the back. I want to frame it because it's so cute. It's just a cute little print. But I love the subtle pattern here too. So I love the birds, but the pattern is really great. And I thought it would be a nice little kind of wallpaper for my sushi to sit on. So now we have that great subtle pattern on a circle that's going to look awesome there with our cool red background. Now I've got all sorts of cute little cutouts here, so I'm going to kind of play around with them and see what I think might look cute. One thing I like to do when I'm trying to decide on placements for cards is to use the actual sentiment stamps as placeholders. So that's what's great about a clear stamp, is you can kind of put it there and see, do I like that or not? You know, it's kind of fun. You get to make the decision of where everything can go before you have to adhere or stamp anything. There's my cute sentiment. I'm going to adhere my soy sauce directly to the panel, but then use some foam adhesive here for the table just to add some cool dimension. So I've popped up this layer here on top, and then now I'm going to add my cute little chopsticks. Okay, so the card is all done. One thing I love about this set is it's great for masculine cards. So because we have the red and the green and everything, it's really great to give to one of the guys in your life too. So I've gone ahead and cut from the third largest stackable, and this is where my cute little scene is going to go. Now I had stamped a little smiley face on this one earlier, but this one doesn't have a smiley face yet, so it needs one. Now because I want them facing each other and kind of talking to each other, I'm going to stamp it just like I did the other one, where he's kind of just off to the side a little bit, and it's going to make it look like they're having a cute little conversation. Now one of the cool things about clear stamps is that you can curve them and bend them and do different things with them to get lots of different looks. So I want to put this Soy Happy For You, I want that to be a curved sentiment in this circle. So what I like to do is find the middle of the sentiment, which is super easy. You can just fold it in half. Find the middle, so it's right about in the middle of that Y. And I'm going to take the Y, and on here, this is our 3.5 inch acrylic block. I'm going to put the Y right in the middle, just like that. Then I'm going to put it onto the circular cardstock and just bend the stamp set to fit that circle. And you kind of have to play around with it, and sometimes it kind of wants to pop up, so you just kind of have to, you know, keep moving it around until it really looks like how you would like it to look. And then we can go ahead and stamp it onto our panel. So here I have some paper from the Hello Sunshine collection. I'm going to go ahead and cut a scalloped circle out of it. And that's going to be a cute little base here for my images. Go ahead and glue that onto the scalloped circle. And then we'll use some foam adhesive for the plate. We've got our sushi, and lastly we need our heart. And to create the card base for this card, we're going to do it just like we did before, by doing some partial die cutting by allowing just some of the die, just a sliver up top, right above the fold line. And it's not going to cut the paper, so you can see behind there that the die cut line is right above. And we can take it off, and then we'll have a folded circular card base. So now all we need to do is just layer these on top of each other. And just like that, we have another circle card. And I love doing this. When I'm making one card, I like to make two in the same kind of style, so I can kind of just keep going with the same idea. I already have my circle dies out, etc. And so it's kind of fun to do it that way, using the same stamp set and getting two different kinds of cards out of it. So this is Let's Roll. I absolutely love this cute and fun set. These smiley faces are so much fun because you can add them to the sushi images or not. So you can do cute things like having them talk, you could put different styles of faces, or you could even do some sushi rolls in a more serious way without the smiley faces. One of the great things about this set is that it can go masculine or feminine. It's very gender neutral. Depending on which colors you use and which papers, you can get lots of different looks out of it. We also have the coordinating dies, which make it so easy to use this set. I love how nice that little white border is, and especially for rounded images, I think it's so nice to have the dies. We cannot wait to see the fun and awesome cards that you guys create with this set. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!